Don't miss out on these things in GTA Online this week before January 29th. As per usual, this will just be the best things from the event week overall, and is really just a reminder of some of the items you might want to try and get, for example some free cars, take advantage of some of the different bonuses and discounts, and other things like this. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's dive into the video. To start this one off, we have some test track vehicles. Some of these things will be rare and returning, which will mean after this event weekend, you might not have the chance to pick them up again for a good few weeks. At Simeon's Auto Shop, we had all of these ones. We had the Dinka Verus, Karen Everon RS in the new livery, the Entity XF, the Eski, and the Weenie Dynasty. I do believe all of these vehicles are returning apart from the Karen Everon RS, so probably worth test driving a few of them. I think my best choice there is the Entity XF. It still holds up pretty nicely even today. After that, we have the Luxury Autos dealership cars, we have the LSCM Cheetah Classic, and the Pipistrello. Just bear in mind, if you are going to purchase the Cheetah Classic from here, or the Legendary Motorsport website, it will have limited customization options. However, it will come included with a missile lock-on jammer, which in turn means you will not have to have the agency to apply this. In my opinion, a pretty nice positive. After the Luxury Autos dealership cars, we then have the standard test track vehicles inside the LS car meet. And as you will see on screen, we have the standard test track vehicles and an HSW test track vehicle. Maybe not the best selection. I think that the Hot Rod Blazer is probably my pick. I also believe that all three of these vehicles were removed in the past, returning for this week. So it might be worth test driving some of these ones and even purchasing one. At this point, we now move over to the bonus money this week. Now, I will be going through all of the bonus money just in case you guys want to play something else, but I am going to be completely honest, the bonus money this week was nothing too crazy. So to begin with, we had a triple money bonus on the Madrazo Hits and the Community Combat Series. The Madrazo Hits can only be done if you guys have a bail office. If you do not have one, you will not be able to start any of them, and they will be a daily sort of thing to do, getting you a payout of $90,000 if you use the weapon of choice. So definitely not too bad, but the fact you will need to have a bail office to do them might put a lot of you guys off. The Community Combat Series is probably just a little bit better. It really depends what you guys prefer to do. There was also the double money and RP bonuses. We had the document forgery sell missions, the transform races, and of course the double money on the Auto Shop client jobs, 4 times with GTA Plus. So hopefully you can already see that this is the entirety of the bonus money. And yeah, I would not really expect to make millions of dollars from these things. The document forgery sell missions, even with the double money and RP, really do not pay out a lot of cash, as you will see on screen, and the Auto Shop client jobs are not bad either compared to the rest of the bonus money. I think the only thing that lets these ones down is the fact you have to wait around a little while for one of the client vehicles to spawn in. If I was going to choose the best bonus this week, I would probably say it is the client jobs. If you have the additional car lift, the customer vehicles will spawn in just a little bit faster, and of course if you have the additional staff members, you then can choose if you want to send the staff members off to deliver the vehicles instead, although delivering them yourself is much better. At this point, we have the event week money methods or weekly money methods. These are the things that will only refresh weekly, and I think there is no better place to start this one off with the weekly challenge, of course. It will also relate to one of the things with bonus money. It's to complete 3 Auto Shop client jobs. Doing this will get you $100,000. Really straightforward, and it honestly should not take you too long, especially if you have the additional car lift. In terms of other weekly money methods, we have the new FIB priority file, which was the black box file, a pretty straightforward file to complete. Here are also all of the bonus challenges you probably want to do to get an additional $50,000. Just bear in mind, you will of course need to have a garment factory to play this. By the way, the garment factory is a solid investment. After that, we have the salvage yard robberies. We had the Duggan robbery for the Pifter Astron, which was the top tier vehicle. We then had the podium robbery for the Penumbra FF, which is the standard tier vehicle, and the gangbanger robbery for the Albany Cavalcade XL, which is the low tier vehicle. Completing all 3 of the salvage yard robberies will get you roughly around $1 million. So well worth doing, or even investing in a salvage yard. The last weekly thing that you also probably want to try and do is the time trials. The new premium race was called At the Races, the standard time trial is called Up Chiliad, and the HSW time trial is East Vinewood to Vespucci Beach. As long as you do have a suitable car or bike, the time trial should really not be too difficult. I love using the Hakachu drag with the HSW upgrades, the Uber Mac Niobe as well, or potentially even the new FMJ Mark V. They are all solid choices. Very similar to the bonus money in this event, we now have the discounts, and honestly we did not have many discounts to go through, so I will just include all of them. Starting this one off, we had a 40% off the auto shop properties, which includes its upgrades and modifications. This same discount is also applied on document forgery offices, also including their upgrades and modifications as well. So this week is a potentially really nice chance to pick up both of these things. If you do not have them, or even if you do have these two businesses, it is also a good chance to move them around if you need to, or even potentially fully upgrade them. I think with this being a 40% off, it really just makes it the best discount. And of course, I definitely recommend the auto shop a lot more over the document forgery. I do feel like you can make a lot more cash directly from the auto shop, and of course you will not have to deal with the annoying MC business sell missions. Don't get me wrong, the document forgery is still quite useful in terms of the nightclub and even the car wash business with the passive save, so at some point in GTA Online it is still recommended to pick one up. For some vehicle discounts, there is only a really small handful of them at 30% off. The best one here is probably the 811 or the Z-Type, potentially saving you a few $100,000. The last discount is the gun van discount. You can still get that 30% off the railgun and a 40% off for GTA Plus members on the battle rifle. For any of you guys out there without the railgun, I would highly recommend it. It is still extremely useful. It is almost like using the heavy sniper Mark II with the explosive rounds. And instead of using that explosive round and having to fill it up at one of the weapon workshops, you will be able to refill the railgun directly from your interaction menu, which I always just prefer doing. The final thing from this event week is, of course, some free cars that we have, and I honestly do not think these free cars are bad whatsoever. The first one inside the casino for the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle, this is the Vapid FMJ. This will just be the standard FMJ, not to be confused with the new FMJ Mark V. Still a really nice car, obviously just spin the Lucky Wheel before January 29. The second and final free vehicle was the Pegassi Tempesta. You can find this inside the LS car meet for the prize rack. A very old car in GTA Online, but I still think it looks really nice. Such a good throwback one. If you wanted to get this, you need to place top 5 in the LS Car Meet series. So extremely simple. If you guys just try and do this once, even with just one other player, you will be able to claim this for completely free. So yeah, overall, that was everything from the event week that you do not want to miss out on. Hopefully this video helps you out. Maybe you guys were looking for one of the rare vehicles for the test track. For example, Simeon's Auto Shop vehicles. Getting that Entity XF, whilst it is currently available, will be a really nice pickup, and even completing other things like the weekly money methods will still be a really nice thing to do. If I was going to choose one thing from the whole event, which in my opinion is probably the best, it would have to be the 40% off the auto shop and document forgery. Mainly the auto shop discount, because I think the auto shop is very underrated, and I do think because of many of the new updates in GTA Online, the auto shop business really does get overshadowed. In my opinion, I still think it is one of the best businesses across the entire game. But yeah guys, as always, if this video helps you out in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like on this video. I always do appreciate your support, and if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.